Hello everyone, how are you? May I have some noise from the crowd so that I can get a little bit of motivation to start? How are you guys? Great. Awesome. Yeah. So, hi everyone, I am Farheen Bandeali. I lead the South Asia business for Unity Ads from last almost 3 years now. And you know, Unity Ads is a monetization platform which allows developers like you to monetize your games via various service mediums. Now, I'm here to talk more about the topic, optimizing the engagement and lifetime value with personalization. Okay, let's start and understand more specifically. As you know that success is getting what you want and happiness is wanting what you get. If any one of you have heard from Dale Carnegie, this is a very nice quote. So basically you create your game, okay, with using Unity engine, okay, and then you use our data signals in order to engage with users, and then you use monetization services in order to monetize your game. But everything will not exist if you don't put player joy at the center of everything that you do. Basically, if you want to see successful gaming, you need to you need to feel that keeping a player's joy at the center of everything will make sense. Now, in Unity, we believe that LTV is the perfect metric for doing optimization, in line with the whole notion of keeping the player joy at the center of anything. Let's discuss more in detail. Like how are we trying to understand? When I talk about LTV optimization, it's not about only engagement, but it's also about monetization. And I've met so many developers and they always say that we struggle between engagement and we struggle between monetization. And there's no trade-off, okay? And that is why in Unity, we are trying to find a balance between the two, both engagement and monetization. Let's go in detail and understand what is LTV optimization, okay? So this is actually the entire game loop, okay? If you see, it's a game loop. Basically what you do, you first acquire the user, and then you throw a first experience to that user. Could be something intuitive in your game which excites the user, and then you see the player growth, like how he plays, okay? And then you go to the next step, like it grows to another levels. You may have 10 levels, 20 levels, or any kind of levels in your game. And then finally you make them compete with each other, and you complete that entire loop. So basically, as a game developer, you need to make sure that you also use the tools in order to understand your entire journey of LTV optimization in the game loop. For example, you can also make use of the services that we have. One of them is called Unity Analytics. With the help of Unity Analytics, we will be able to identify and then create an opportunity inside your game. For example, you have a game which has 50 levels, okay? And you have the user that gets stuck in 25 level that you identify using Unity Analytics. So what you got? You got an answer that user is getting stuck at 25 level. So what you can do is, you can create an opportunity for that user in that game, and maybe create a monetization slot in that game, and then ask that user to go ahead of your game. So basically finding the right opportunity at the right time using the various monetization tools that Unity can provide you. Now, before we talk more about opportunities, okay, what we have and what we have done and what we can do, let's understand more what Unity Ads has done in the last year. So last year we built a unified auction system. So wherein it's a fair and transparent auction system in which multiple demand partners participate with each other, and then gives a real-time auction to a player, in which the ad can be served. So we moved from the traditional mediation system. It's not a traditional mediation in which you are dependent upon the waterfall of the auction, okay? In which the highest advertiser doesn't get a chance to show in your game. And that is why we moved to unified auction system, wherein Every partner bid together in an environment, and the one who is the highest bidder will serve in your traffic. Now, that is how we figured out how we can help you increasing your ad revenues. Now the question comes out at, what if we can do something to increase your IAP revenues? How about your IAP revenues? Can we do something to increase your IAP revenues together with your ad revenues that can give you the overall monetization solution, okay? And that is why we come up to a platform, we developed a product called Personalized Placement. So what does personalized placements do, okay? So personalized placements takes into billions of gameplay signals that we receive in a Unity platform, okay? And using machine learning, we tailor to a unique experience for each and every individual player, which means showing the right message to the right user at the right time. Now, before we talk about personalized placement, I want you guys to understand how does IAP promotions work, so that we can deep dive and understand what is personalized placements, okay? How many game developers are here? Can I see the raise hands? Wow, amazing. How many of you does IAP promotions inside your game? In-app purchase promotions. I see very less hands. Why so? Can anyone answer from the crowd? Why I see the less hands for IAP promotion? Is it because you don't have the proper tool to do it? Proper knowledge. That's a good answer. Basically, you know, there are ways inside your game where you can increase your IAP promotions. Okay? One of the normal way. Let's understand more in detail. Basically, you know, if you see the games, there are certain games in the international community. How they do is, they have a starter pack, or they have a targeted discount, or they have progression unlock. So maybe, you know, you're progressing a game and you reach to level 20 and you say, okay, why am I not unlock the entire game using an in-app purchase promotion? That is how you call it as in-app purchase, right? Where you entice a user in order to make a purchase. So what's the generic medium you have is that, you know, you say that, okay, maybe I hard code something in my game, right? You create a promotion inside your game. You hard code it, right? You write it in your code and say that, okay, if my user reaches to level 25, let me show him a promotion and ask him to go in detail and unlock the entire progression, right? So that's how you hard code. And if you hard code in the game, you put that game in the server again. You put that game in the Play Store, right? So it's a lot of work, right? You have to basically create the entire code, and then you have to put it in the store, and you have to wait whether Google Play accepts it or iTunes accepts it or not, and then accordingly you proceed. And that is why we developed a tool called IAP service, you know, IAP promotion service, which is specifically a promo service which can be done server to server integration. It looks like another ad unit, okay, which gives you to promote your in-app purchase inside your game, okay? So what are the benefits of doing it? First, it's a server-side control, okay? You don't need to hard code in your game. It's just a service which is click button in the dashboard itself. The second is it will give you A/B testing. So you can test out your promotion within your users with insignificant amount of DAUs. So let's say you have 1 million DAU of your game. What you can do is you can set up an A/B test. Okay, for this particular geography, let me test $10 IAP promotion. For this particular device, let me test $20 promotion. Okay, it's like an A/B testing in your game. And third is the data advantage, which is the biggest thing. Unity has tons of data available in our platform, coming from various sources, right? From ads, from engineering, from IAP, from license side, from gaming, and payment gateways, and so on. So we have the advantage of data from all the devices, including Android devices plus iOS devices. So we are sitting in a large pool of data. You can take the advantage of data, do A/B test, create your server-side integrations in the dashboard itself. And the most important thing is this service is right now completely free and very easy to set up in the dashboard itself, right? Now, there are many developers who have done and became a part of a beta program. one of the developer, I tell you, is the Tetam Games, who has seen 24% in their IAP revenues lift, setting up the promotions in our dashboard in just a click way. And 8% in their transaction per pair. Each pair has shown 8% jump in their revenues on the transaction side. Okay? Now, as I mentioned before, okay, what is personalized placement, right? I mean, how can you show a right message to the right user? As I mentioned clearly, like, you know, at the start, we learned like how can we do IAP promotions, right? Now we're getting into more detail, and now we are trying to understand how we can do personalized placements, right? So let's understand more in detail. Okay, so let's create a scenario where there is a game which is a strategy game. Okay, it's a strategy game where you don't know who your user is, right? And he's coming in your game. Now, at the start of that game, how you want to tackle that situation? I mean, if the user enters in your game, are you going to show him the ad first, or you're going to show him the play first, or what are you going to show, right? I mean, there's nothing like an experience that you're going to show because you don't know what kind of user it is, right? Am I right? I mean, you don't know what your user is, and you don't know what to showcase it to it, right? We as a Unity who has 1.8 billion devices in our side, we know that the user has never played a strategy game, okay? So what do we do, right? We can do and show a tutorial to him, right? How to play a strategy game. That's what can be done using a platform called, a tool that we developed called Tutorial Manager. Now let's understand another situation where user already knows about, strategy game. What do we do next, okay? Can we show him an ad, or can we show him an IAP promo, or what if I show him another game cross promotion, right? Maybe another strategy game. So it's about player experience, right? Deciding what to show to a user at what particular instance. This is what can be made possible using personalized placement. So let's understand more. So there are two ways, okay? One is your normal traditional medium, what you guys are doing right now, right? Just using the mediation or just using a tool and ad platform to show a normal ad, right? And the second one is your LTV optimization. In the LTV optimization, either you can show an ad, or even you can not show an ad and just show a cross promotion or an IAP promotion, right? I mean, you are personalizing each and every ad placement inside your game, correct? Let's understand more how it works. Okay, so when you think about mediation, how many, you must be knowing about mediation, which is like a traditional waterfall medium, right? Where you set up, maybe you set up one ad network on the top, you set up another network on the second level and third level. But everything is actually what? Ads, right? Nothing is apart from ad. So in that scenario, you are actually trying to give a platform, an advertiser, instead of checking whether he's paying you higher revenue or he's not paying you what kind of revenues, right? It's a blank spot. You don't know what kind of revenues they're throwing at to you. So in that scenario, it's like, you are actually trying to create another placement, okay, which is an IAP promo as another tool in your auction system, okay, wherein the entire optimization is happening via IAP promo, okay. So basically, what Unity does is, Unity assigns a lifetime value for IAP promo as well, and let all of them bid together in the real-time auction system, okay? And why we are able to do this? Because as I mentioned, we get lot of signals in our Unity platform. So since IAP promo has the lifetime value which is highest, right? Of course, because LTV of IAP promo would be higher, right? Let's understand more with example, okay? So here you see different kinds of ads. Let's say brand ad has an eCPM of $2, okay? Then you have another install ad from, let's say, Amazon or a Flipkart, anyone, right? That has an eCPM of $1.5, right? Now then you have game performance ad. Could be another game from Zynga performing, showing ad in your game. Has an eCPM of $3. And now you have an IAP promo which has the lifetime value of $10. Who would you like to show? Of course, IAP promo, right? Because you want to show the highest value, you want to get the highest income from that user, right? So this is how Unity does. We assign the lifetime value of each and every partner in the auction, and the partner who allows you to get the maximum in your revenue is allowed to serve in your traffic. Now, I can tell you that we believe that it is only possible with Unity, because there are certain factors, and I can tell you in detail like how we believe that it is only possible right now with Unity. First of all, the game is made with Unity, right? It's a made with Unity game. Right now, out of top 1,000 games in the stores, 60% of games are made with Unity. Unity has 3 billion plus active user base in our platform. And we have 1.8 billion devices reach in the entire globe. That is why it is so possible with us. As I mentioned, we cater both, even the Android devices and even the iOS devices. Both of the devices manufacturers are covered in the data platform. And that is why that is very easy, and for us, we can do it. The second benefit of I can say that why we are the only one and we believe that we can do it is very easy, and it's very easy to integrate. It's very easy, wherein it's just a click away. You just have to go to the dashboard and create the placements, add your JSON, import your IAP JSON, everything, and you can just set up the placements. That's it. And the third most important thing is lifetime value, okay? So player lifetime value is not a single transaction, okay? It's not an immediate way. It's a ripple effect, right? Our solution helps you to increase the lifetime value of your user. And that is why we believe that it is only possible right now with Unity. This is the example I want to show you guys. Okay, let me restart it again. Okay, so you see the wheel of spin. Okay, I'm pausing here. So this is the wheel of spin, okay, where you create the reward placement inside your game. When you click on it, okay, when you click on the spin, okay, you can actually show this kind of a rewarded ad. This is a rewarded IAP promotion ad. It's not a normal ad, okay? We are not charging anything for you. You just have to set up a placement inside your game, which is a rewarded placement, and this way you can show the entire promotion, okay? Where you're saying, okay, you can get a bucket of coins with 200% more free for you. I mean, you're personalizing that entire placement for your user in order to increase the IAP revenues. And once someone clicks on it, he will be taken to the store to make a purchase of 99.99 USD, right? And after he finishes that purchase, you give a reward back to the user. So instead of showing a normal video ad, there is a promotion ad. That's what it's showing, right? Okay, so this is how you can take a look. So as a wheel of spin is moving, you create, you watch an ad. The ad will be run for like 5 seconds. It's with a timer, and once it finishes, okay, you can even go to a store to purchase that item, or you can give a reward, right? Now, with personalized placement across the network, we saw a positive lift across the network, and we saw 15% of jump in the IAP revenues, specifically only the IAP revenues, okay, across the network. So we partnered with some of the games like, Stick War Legacy. If you know about Max Games, they have a very popular game called Stick War Legacy, okay? They saw 9,000 conversions in 1 month, and with 14 games. It's just a 4% company, and they saw 15% lift. I mean, just one example, but there's so many across the network. Now, we also worked with multiple, we are working, so basically, how can you use the entire full Unity suite and maximize your revenue? So you can use ads, you can use IAP promo, and you can also use personalized placements. Now with Unity ads across the network, we saw a jump of 30%. Okay, so when you don't have any monetization service, you're making 0, right? When you use ads of Unity, you will get 30% extra of your revenue. Then you use IAP promo, you get 24% extra, right, with only standalone placements. Then you use personalized placements, okay, you make another 15% jump. So overall, every tool that you use in Unity, in the full suite, okay, with every tool you see a jump in your revenues and your overall lifetime value will increase. Now, it's not just about short-term revenues, okay? It's not just about monetization and tricking players, okay? And squeezing money out of them. I think you all believe with this policy, right? It's not just about squeezing money out of them. It's about understanding and it's about delivering each player the most meaningful experience. They spend more time in your app, correct? They spend like 20 minutes, 30 minutes each session of the game player, and they're more engaged, okay? They get more joy, and ultimately they see the lifetime value. And this is what at Unity we believe. You know, as I start my pitch and I'm ending my pitch with the same thing, you know, we have a motto of increasing the lifetime value of each and every user that you have, and we're trying to deliver the best experience, okay? Before I end up my speech, I have the last product to show you. We also launched a product called Cross Promotion, which is currently in the beta. So it is for the backfill. So what you can do is, you can basically try to cross promote your another game into the ad unit that you already have. So you just need to set up the campaign in the dashboard in the same way, the click, and you just can use the cross motion thing as well and generate the free installs for all of your game. Thank you so much, and I'm here to answer any of your questions that you have.
Can we see the dashboard?
Sorry, yeah.
Can we see the dashboard actually of or screenshot of Unity promo?
Yes.
IAPs?
Can't show you right now,
okay.
But how you can do is, you use Unity ads? Yes. So you go to the dashboard, under monetization tab, you will see IAP promotion service, okay? It's very easy and very easy to set up as well. You just have to import your IAP tools, and you're ready to go on the fly.
So what about UI?
UI is...
How it will manage?
Yeah. So it's like normal ad unit, so that we will serve in your game. You don't need to create the UI in the game.
But if we want to put customized UI like...
For the standalone placement?
Yeah.
Yes. So you can create that in your game, and we'll give you the link which you can connect with your servers. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Is there any limitation to serving ad for the particular peers? Suppose in every game over session, I want to implement this functionality.
Yes.
So there are the particular more than 20 or 25 sessions.
Yes.
For the particular peer.
Yes.
So is there any limitation?
There is no limitation. What you can do is you can customize with the placements. So let's say you have 10 placements inside your game.
Yes.
And you want to show IAP promo in 3 placements only.
Okay.
So you can customize it at your end and show only for those placements.
Okay, so there is no limitation.
No limitation.
Because we have millions of users.
Yes.
And all the 20 to 40% of the users,
yes,
is the session is the very high.
Okay.
So if
no,
there's
no limitation. There's no limitation.
Okay, yeah.
You can serve as much as for any kind of users.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Does it support video ads? Yes, it does.
What is the fill rate for that?
So fill rate, so across the board, we have close to 90% plus fill rates on the rewarded video side.
So how do we implement it? Just the ad unit you have to implement?
Yes, just the placement. Yes.
Okay, actually I had a question. I was in the midway, I just came right now.
Okay.
My question is that, is there any plugin for VR, AR from Unity ads?
So in the ad side, we just did for AR ads. We just launched SDK 3.0, in which you can use the AR ads as well. VR ads is still in a pipeline. But yes, for the tier 1 geographies, AR ads is available with 3.0 SDK.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Yes. Can you have the mic, please, gentlemen?
For the rewarded videos,
Yes.
does it have the server-to-server callback, or how the callback is it? I mean, that you have finished watching the video, I can reward the user.
Yes, you get a post back from the server.
Server to
that a
server.
person, yes. Once a person completes the watching video, you
Correct.
get a ping back from the server, and then you can show the reward.
All right. Okay.
Yes, yes, you're asking a question. Mike.
So you were talking about IAP promotions. It
Yes.
seems interesting.
Yes.
The thing is, how does Unity actually understand which player requires which thing? I mean, how do you guys actually do the personalizing placements, right?
Okay, interesting question. I was expecting this question. Okay, so basically you know that Unity has 3 billion plus active users, and we have about 1.8 million devices in our system, close to everything, right? And then we understand a lot of purchases that is happening via different mediums. It could be Unity IAP on the ad side and everything. So we cater the devices, and we have the machine learning in our system, and accordingly we know which user has to be shown what kind of tool. Could be an IAP promo or a cross promo or a tutorial manager, or can be an ad or a reward ad. You know, that's how we bifurcate. Yeah.
Okay, so is it available for us now, or is it in
Yes,
beta?
it is available. You can
Okay.
use it. It's available in the dashboard. With SDK 3.0, it is very easy. You can just go to the dashboard under monetization, you know, click on the services and you know, use it on the fly. Very easy to implement.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
In the advertiser's perspective,
Yes.
How does it optimize CPA and all?
From the advertiser perspective.
Advertiser's perspective.
Okay.
So let's say like I want to push out an ad for my
You want to
game.
do user acquisition.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how does this help UA?
Okay, so basically I mentioned that we have unified auction system in which all the DSPs and the demand partners, including the game performance ads, everybody is participating in the auction, right? So you would be one of the advertisers participating in the auction in the real-time bidding system. Depending upon how you bid for that particular user, your ad will be thrown to that person. Right?
Okay.
So if I am a player who is more enticed for your type of ad, I will be first thrown your ad instead of throwing another ad, because your lifetime value for that particular user for your ad would be higher. So it's a real-time auction system where the platform and machine is identifying which advertiser to be shown on priority basis the lifetime value that advertiser generates for that particular instance. Every placement has an auction. So it's a real-time auction for each and every placement for each and every user that comes on the real time in your game.
So is there a dashboard for it to create?
Yes, you can create acquisition, you can create the campaigns, put up the budget, and then do the spend.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.